to be able to discern. That's the function of the intellect. Intellect is a higher type of mind. It's not just the mind that's involved with the gross senses. What I taste, what I smell, what I feel, right? Intellect is higher than that. Intellect is even higher than the mind that makes sense of the senses. Sense organs are there: seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling. Then there's a mind that takes that information, manas. Intellect is next. Intellect gets the information next and says, how do I make sense of this? Where do I go? What's next? What's right and wrong? That's the discernment, the cutting.
Can I ask one?
Yes. And wait, follow up to that is the intellect then, if does not know what is right and what is wrong, goes to the chitta. The chitta is the mind stuff, the memory, and goes to the chitta and compares with chitta, memory. And still doesn't know. So comes back to manas, comes back to senses. More information, manas, buddhi, intellect, chitta, mind stuff, memory. Compares again. And finally, when done with comparison, this happens faster than I've snapped the fingers. This happens in a split second. The ego says, I know what is right and I know what is wrong. Ego is the self-arrogating principle that says me and mineness. So that is how the process goes. There are plenty of examples of good, and good thing good resonates truly with someone. See, bad and ignorance actually has no basis. Ignorance is an illusion. Good is the reality. So in the soul's movement, good, you will be pulled toward good. You will register with what is good and what is true, even when you have come from conditioning, strong conditioning of the mind. Shankaracharya's story of the snake and the rope. Shankaracharya's snake and the rope. I see a rope in the dark. I think it's a snake. And you think it's a crack in the road. And you think it's a garland of flowers, or a garland of flowers. A rope I saw as a snake. She saw as a crack, you saw as a crack, and he saw as a garland. What is the reality? A rope. In darkness, you see what is actually not there. It's an illusion. Ignorance is an illusion. In truth, when light comes, you see it what it truly is, a rope. Not a garland, not a crack, not a snake, a rope. Every cause has an effect. Every effect has a cause. So, you may not know the reason why something has happened in your life. You may search, what did I do to have this happen to me? Or to what did my friend or my family member do in this life or in past lives for them to have this karma happen to them? The question is there. Everybody asks it. And the yoga's answer, the answer the Upanishads give, is that simple. Karma is the law of causality. So anything that is happening negative in your life had a cause. Law of retribution, I am responsible. Nobody else can inflict negative karma on you. Let me be clear about that one. Nobody else can inflict negative karma on you. The negative karma is sanctioned by your own soul. You may not know it, but it is sanctioned by your own soul. yoga tells you you can have whatever you want. And the hard question is, what do I want? And the soul being lost and confused over and over and over again creates circumstances in the life through fructifying karma, prarabdha karma, to acquire the experiences which it needs to evolve. Every soul, no matter what the experience is, positive or negative, is acquiring that experience so it evolves toward knowledge of who am I. It's essential unity, oneness, yoga. Divine grace through self-effort. That is the only thing you've ever had. Your soul has ever had one thing, and that is agami karma. That is purushartha, self-effort. That is the only thing you've ever had. And we utilize this agami karma, the karma that we are currently creating right now. We utilize this to make the future that we want to experience. What you're experiencing right now is only a result of your past actions, past mental actions, past vocal actions, past physical actions. But it's very simple, causality. Because when we are born, we have an experience from being born. Right from being born, we have experiences. Therefore, those effects must have causes. And those causes have effects in this life. I'll show you the yogas. The yogas are the ways of letting go of the rope, breaking the chain. You already are free. Chain is in the mind. Chariot, body, driven by the senses, horses, controlled by the reins, mind, directed by the driver, who is Krishna, the intellect, taking the soul on a journey. The Bhagavad Gita is the backbone scripture of yoga. All of yoga is summarized in 18 chapters, 700 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. Harihi Om, Harihi Om, Harihi Om, Tat Sat.